do today is we're going to set some norms for group work that for the next couple of weeks you guys are going to follow. It's going to be basically like a contract, okay? A verbal contract. What do you think I mean by norms? Norms for group work. Abby?
I think it's like a standard.
Okay, a standard, something that you should do, something that you should live up to. Okay, anybody else have any other ideas? Maybe what is a norm?
Something that's expected from me.
Something that is expected from you, yes. Okay, so they're going to be guidelines that we're going to follow. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do, so you're going to get into the groups that you're going to be in your food truck project, okay? And I know that you guys have already chosen those. But we're going to come up with a class set of norms or guidelines, expectations, and standards that you all are going to verbally say that you will follow whenever you're working in the group for teamwork for the remainder of this project. Because this is our big one. This is our final for this class. So I want you guys to come up with ideas. What does it look like, sound like, feel like, etc. for planning and decision making in your group, for communication, and for contribution. So those are the three areas that I want you guys to think about as far as setting those norms or standards for group work. Are y'all having trouble thinking? You could try to divide them up into the different areas and try to come up with at least one rule or standard for each area first, and that might help. Okay? Kind of break it down.
For communication.
Yes.
And we need to kind of agree on, like, make sure everyone like feels good about it. I'm sure we do, I guess. Yeah. And then I'm sure you gotta agree on like a trip.
What is that thing when like I don't know what's it called when you like okay, so like let's say one person doesn't agree with it but the other one person agrees and the other one and then but it's like y'all come to a conclusion of like
A consensus?
yeah.
All right, good word. I like the color coding there.
Yes.
This group I heard say something, let me see if I can find it, about, yes, I like that one. Okay, who wants to share it?
You need to make sure everyone has a common goal that you're working towards.
Okay, a common goal. I think that's probably in the planning decision making. The one I wanted you to say was this one right here though.
Oh. Divide work equally.
Divide work equally. I like that under contribution. We all know that there are some people that are happy to sit back and let everyone else do the work. Okay, it's not going to happen this time because we're all mutually agreeing that we are pulling our weight, that we are going to divide the work equally. And not only is the work going to be divided equally, but the work is going to be completed equally, right? Everyone's going to have their jobs and everyone's going to participate.
Should also be given equally.
Huh?
Should also be given equally.
Should be given equally, yes. So we shouldn't expect one person to do all the work. We should always have everyone contributing a fair amount, okay? How about this group back here? What is one of the things that you all wrote down?
Communication between team members when they're in trouble or need help.
Okay, how do you know a team member needs help if they don't communicate that, right? So I think we need to, so under the listening and speaking up, I think you could probably put another bullet point that says to ask for help when needed. Because it's okay to ask for help when you don't know what to do, or you're overwhelmed, or you get behind because your job took longer than what you thought it was going to, and somebody else is already finished with their job. It's okay to ask for help from your team members to get you caught up with where you need to be. Any other norms that we need to put up here? Something that you think is very important that we have not mentioned yet. Best effort. I like it. Contribution. Because giving mediocre effort is not going to get you your ultimate grade, right? Okay? I always stress quality in this class. That sometimes, that if we don't give our best effort, we can't expect to get those, we can't expect to get those good grades. We can't expect to take those pictures of the food that's going to end up on Instagram. That we can't expect to win the competition for pasta judging if we are not giving our best effort. Because some people during the ramen competition lost simply because they didn't give their best effort on their description that I asked you all to write. They would have won the competition if it hadn't been for part of the effort for the description. So we need to make sure that everybody is giving our best effort. Any other one that we have to put on here? KK?
Everything should be fair, like nobody should be left out.
Okay, nobody should be left out. So not only dividing the work evenly, but I think that nobody wants to feel left out, right? Okay, where are we going to put that and how are we going to word it? Planning and decision making, communication, contribution, not leaving anybody out. Because we all know that there are people who speak up, they're the leaders, they kind of take control. And there's sometimes people who are more followers, they're introverts, they don't, they're willing to help, but maybe they just weren't as vocal. So how are we going to bring them along? Make sure that they feel included. How can we word that?
Communicating to everyone the same way.
Okay.
Talking the same back to everyone.
Making sure that if somebody isn't really communicating, that you at least ask them what they're feeling, right? That you ask them how, are you happy with the jobs that we chose? Are you feeling good about the job that we've assigned you, okay? Because if you do have to assign somebody a job, then they do need to feel good about that job. So I think communicating, let's put on there that that we are inviting and encouraging team members to participate. I know sometimes I get discouraged, especially if I feel overwhelmed. So I always need somebody just to be that voice that says, hey, you're doing a good job, or hey, do you need help, or hey, do you, you're really good at art. This is looking great. That kind of thing. So we're inviting them. We're to be team members. We're encouraging them and things like that. And I heard one more thing back here, I think, that I wanted to talk about as well. You guys said that everyone has a different point of view. Okay, what did you mean by that?
So like everybody interprets things differently. So like if you say something and it comes off wrong, somebody may like being hurt or something. So I think it's just like important to be direct.
Yeah, and also not being afraid to apologize if you are misinterpreted, right? Because like you said, everybody's got a different point of view, everyone interprets things differently, and it might not be your intention to hurt someone's feelings or to, what you said might have come out just wrong. And so I think it's very important to keep that in mind and always be willing to apologize